Hello fellow YouTubers, I'm Cassandra Joy and welcome to my channel. I need to put some fall lipstick on. That is task number 1, but task number 2 is why I pulled out the camera today. If you watched my autumn decorating video, I'll put the thumbnail right here for you if you haven't seen it yet. I mentioned that I wanted to decorate this reading corner of mine. I wanted it to be its own video, have its own moment, and I've got some ideas. I spent the last little while looking on Pinterest for some not only decor ideas, but craft ideas. I would like to replace this quilt with an autumn themed one. This is the quilt I currently have on my reading chair, but it's very pink and bright and bold. I love that, but it's not autumn. I got my hands on an autumn quilt. Ooh, little sneak peek. I'll show you the full reveal later on today, but we're gonna replace that quilt with my new one. I also have this easel down here that I want to find an art piece for to put that there. I'd like to stack some books color coded to autumn. I have a really cool wooden easel right here that I'd like to find an art piece for. Just a few things to spruce up this corner. Color scheme it to an autumn aesthetic and spruce up my shelves up here with a few crafty things, whether it's a handmade garland from craft items we find, autumn touches like a pumpkin here, an autumn candle there. Basically today is all about making my reading nook super cozy and autumn themed with a thrifting twist because we're gonna try to find everything we need at Goodwill. Now I've seen something really cool that people are doing where they either make a painting themselves or they find an existing one and add autumn touches to it, whether they turn the foliage orange, red, or yellow, they add ghosties or pumpkins. I feel like we could get really creative with this, so an art piece is definitely something I want to look for. But first, lipstick, second, coffee, and third, give you all an outfit of the day. Alright, here's my outfit of the day. I have no idea if I'm going to be too warm in this. We're going to have to step outside and see the old-fashioned way. Got this really, really cute rust brown shirt from thredUP. I got this flannel from my job. It's a men's, and I prefer men's flannel over women's. The material's better, it fits better, it's a little more slouchy, better pattern and color options. I don't know, they just do a better job when it's a men's shirt. Got some new jeans also from my job. They're a little long, so you can see they cover up my entire feet. I'm gonna have to trim them at some point. I put on some autumn earrings. They're gold dipped leaves, and I have a necklace to match. They were not a pair. I found the necklace out shopping years ago in Columbus, and these I found at my job. As soon as I saw them, I thought, I need them. I have a necklace that goes exactly with them. And I have my key necklace that says Believe on it. Wear that all the time, love it, goes with everything. I'm trying to experiment with different hairstyles. My hair's getting really long, which means lots of room for creativity, but I only ever do like 3 different hairstyles and I just continually rotate them. So I'm trying to lean into the creativity. Got a really cute fall themed bandana and then cute little flip through pigtails that I've zhuzhed up. I think it's cute. Alright, it's definitely a little warm. I may have to put my flannel around my waist as the day goes on. But I think it's important we establish what our priorities are, and I think we can both agree that coffee is the very first priority before doing any sort of shopping. Let's go get some coffee. Autumn themed, of course. I'm thinking something chai related. Okay, I'm gonna say something really controversial and you're all gonna be very shocked in the comments. I can already feel it. I don't like pumpkin. I love pumpkin bread, but I don't really like pumpkin pie. Don't really like pumpkin spice lattes. It's just not my flavor. But I love a good chai. I love anything cinnamon and spiced. The warm flavors are just so good. Which is why you'll never see me get a pumpkin spice latte during pumpkin spice season because I don't like them. But I hope you find my love of pumpkin bread a redeemable enough quality to where I haven't offended too many of you. I pulled in to a parking space so I could show you the drink that I got. This, I'm gonna forget the name. This is a pumpkin cookie butter crumble from Boston Stoker. I'll be totally transparent. I have tried this before. I get it exactly as it's made, but I don't get the whipped cream because dairy and I don't get along great. It's made with oat milk, so I didn't even have to ask for that. And it tastes so good. It's so good. It has Biscoff cookie crumbles in it. It tastes spicy in that warm, desserty way. Very sweet. And I ordered a small. I know I did. This is not a small. So either they accidentally gave me a large one or they charged me for a large one. But either way, I have more coffee for our adventures, so I feel like it's a win no matter how you slice it. All right, now that we are fortified with coffee, off to Goodwill to do some thrifting. I think the coffee's gonna have to stay. I don't want to be that person that accidentally spills it everywhere inside. Yeah, I don't need that today. So one more sip and then we'll go in. They changed it. These are dresses now. I'm not sure where the blankets and textiles have gone. I think they're in the middle of remodeling some things. Let's check it out. Okay. The purses have definitely taken a hit. Someone's been here shopping. It feels like a brand new store in here because they've reshuffled everything. I don't know where anything is anymore. So I'm almost rediscovering the stuff they have. It's kind of fun. So this painting might be good for our craft. I could paint all the flowers into something autumn colored. I don't know, it's by the beach, which makes it not look very autumn. Do you see any autumn themed mugs? This one is kind of cool. I don't want this, but it's funny. I have these. They're a little shorter, but I have my own set with this wooden top and wooden spoon. How funny. So far I've only got one contestant for the painting DIY, and I'm not even that sold on it because it's $8. It's a little pricey. I was just talking to another customer here, and apparently Goodwill's getting really, really expensive, which is such a bummer. Now I'm on the hunt for baskets foliage, just whatever I can find. Okay, secondary option. I could paint over this because I really love the wood aspect of it, and it's cheaper. $6 instead of $7. I could just paint over it and do what I want to do because I really like this wood aspect. What do we think? I wish you could be here right now to help me vote. Duck into a corner to show you some of my options. I already showed you this one and this one, but I found two others. I found this. It's like a plate, a decorative plate or tin, and it says Ohio on it with all of the Ohio places. Now the flower I would normally leave alone, but if we're doing a fall craft, I could change how the flower looks, and that would be easy enough. It's pretty much done anyway. Or I could not do a painting at all, which is kind of a bummer, and do this as a little display instead. I could use it if I wanted to, but I wouldn't have to. I could just display it. I think the color's really pretty. I don't know. What should I do? Alright, update. I just called my mom because I needed her advice, and I decided on what I'm taking home. But I've also decided that Goodwill doesn't have everything I need, so let me buy this stuff. I'll get in the car, I'll show you what I got here, and then we'll make one more trip somewhere else before heading home to get crafty. Ooh, it's hot. Get the air going. Let me let that run for a second before I turn it down so I can talk to you. We're doing fall things, but it sure isn't fall. The huge painting that had all the flowers, I ended up putting that back. It was a beach scene. It was huge and it was too pricey for me. So I ended up going with, instead, this one. I know it has a buggy. It's not very fall, but I didn't get it for the buggy. I got it for the wooden frame. I'm gonna paint over this and do my own little autumn scene. I think it's so cute. It was $5.99, so it was $2 less than the huge frame. I could even turn it around and paint on the back here if I wanted, but I just like it. It sits up on its own if I want it to, or I could hang it. It has a wire. I love the rustic feel of the wood. The fact that it's kind of darker toned makes everything a little more moody. I really love this. I also came away with this. I know I mentioned that I could redo the flower, but the more I looked at it, the more I really liked it as is. So I'm gonna keep this for the springtime and bring that around when that time comes. And then this next item, I didn't need it. Definitely didn't need it. But the color was right and the vibes were right. I got an Agatha Christie novel. It's a Hercule Poirot mystery. I gravely apologize to anybody French watching. Hercule Poirot. I can't do it. Let me read the back of it just in case any of you are curious. It's called The Hollow, and it reads, Hercule Poirot thought the joke in poor taste, not to be expected of his gracious hosts, Lord and Lady Anquetel. At the edge of the swimming pool lay a man in a puddle of red paint, and standing over him, pistol in hand, was a woman feigning hysteria. But Poirot quickly learned it was no charade. The paint was blood, the corpse was real, and a pleasant country weekend had turned into one of the legendary detective's most baffling cases. I just thought it was cute. Look at the colors. It feels very retro and autumn. Oh, I just love it. Those are the things I grabbed from Goodwill. We do have one more stop though. I'm gonna try to see what I can find at either the Dollar General or the Dollar Store. I'm thinking the Dollar Store because that's what I can afford right now. I need foliage. I need some little decorative pieces for my shelves, and I don't want to break the bank doing it. I talked to a couple customers here at Goodwill, and they were all furious at the prices. And I can't blame them. They're going up so badly. My Goodwill was one of the last that were holding on to its good prices, and now it seems like it's converting to what everyone else is doing across the world. I know a lot of you have talked to me on my thrifting shorts about how your Goodwills are ridiculously priced, and mine apparently is following suit, which is such a bummer. We're gonna go to a place that is very inexpensive and does have cute things if you know how to dig for them. We're gonna go to the dollar store. This could be cool to make my own garland. Oh yeah, they just clip on, so I could get a piece of twine, add my own leaves. That's cool. You have a few colors to choose from. Although I really like this. I might get two of this. Do these have clips? No, but they have wire. So I could utilize those too. What do we think? Do those look good together? Ooh, they have sunflowers too. That could be a fun little addition. Got some cutie things down here. I think they're just standalones. Ooh, I love that color. This could be cool too. Getting individual flowers to put on a garland. The sparkles. That could be really cute. Ooh, I kind of like that better. Ooh, so many options. Here's some. That's wire. I don't know if I want wire. I'll think about that. This is too thick, I think. I want something thinner than that. I've got ribbon. But again, not sure I want to use ribbon. They have beads. These are cool. That could be fun. Okay, I like this idea, but these have clips on the back, and I don't think I could attach them very well with the beads on, and there's not really enough room to do it in between the beads, so I'm thinking this is a no. Did that though. Alright, now we have to go down the craft aisle to look for twine. I want to look for some foliage while I'm here at this aisle, because I need some for that almost Grecian vase I have, but I want it to trickle down. I don't want it to stand upright. So this might be tricky to find something like that. I was thinking something like this might be pretty, because it sits in, but then it sort of drapes down. Maybe. All right, got the goods. I'll have to tally up everything I purchased and how much it was. I'm trying to stay on a budget. Even in places like this, it's not the easiest, but I'm very happy with what I found. Let me show you everything I got. My plan going in was to find things to make a little garland for my shelves and some foliage to fill my Grecian urn that's on the side by my TV. And I found both of those things. So I ended up finding 6 sunflowers, and I tried to get different ones. What I'd like to do is grab this twine and cut it in 2 so that it'll dangle at the bottom of each of my 2 shelves, and then clip these sunflowers on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's one more. Where are you? 6. I got a couple of the same to keep a little bit of uniformity, but I love how most of them are different from each other, yet they go. They're all my colors, not just for autumn, but for most of the year. Added a little pink one, you know, as an homage for the pink I normally decorate with. So that'll be my garland. Now for the foliage. I wanted these ones because they sort of dangle down. I got 2 of them, and then just to make it look a little fuller, like it's not missing something, I got these ones. I'm not sure what they're called. Foxtail. Okay. I like the dark plum color of them. I got little berries. What are they called? Mini pomegranates. They look really good together, if I'm being honest with you. Like, look at that color scheme. So pretty. So I'm very happy with what I got. Now the scary part, tallying everything up. Okay, for Goodwill, I spent $13.88, so we'll just call it $14. And then for the Dollar Tree, I spent $14.71, so we'll just call it $15. So if my math is to be believed, which you should always question, I think I spent around $29, give or take a few cents. That's not bad for everything I got. This is not an expense I would do all the time. This is something I budget for very, very special occasions. And like I said in my decorating video, I didn't plan on buying anything. I wanted to utilize what I had for the most part. There were a few gaps that I couldn't fill with the stuff I already had, which is why I made an exception. But on the whole, I'm not the kind of person who wants to go out and buy new things just to buy new things. I'm at a time in my life where I have to be really smart with my money, which means you have to be a little strategic with where you shop and what you shop for. But I feel like I did a pretty good job. For 30 bucks, my little book nook corner is gonna look really cute. So that is all my shopping done. Now I'm gonna go home, take all of this with me, and get to crafting. All right, I'm back home. I've got all of my paints dug out of my attic, and I'm about to transform this. I wanna cover the whole thing with a kind of cream color. I'm gonna mix some white and some burnt sienna. I also wanna stick to this edging. I don't want to lose all of the wooden elements. While I let that dry, I'll decorate my shelves. And then when that's done, hopefully this will be dry and I can start to transform it. As far as what I'm thinking I want to paint, I thought about doing a pumpkin, but I have a pumpkin painting up there. I didn't do it, but I bought it. I don't want to be overrun by too many pumpkins. I also thought about having a book themed painting, but I'm gonna have books over around this painting, so I don't want to be overrun with books either. I think the happy medium that could be really cute is doing something like this. So this is a picture that I created through an AI app. Very fun, and I love the watercolor elements, but it keeps giving me this side profile. I'd like to have each panel be a small town building, but with a frontal view, not at a diagonal, because I have no confidence in my ability to do distance and all of the angles that go with making it look convincing. So that's the plan. I want to incorporate some autumn trees around the edges as well, just to sell the point that this is an autumn picture. Let's get crafty.
Train just left this town while I'm slowly heading back to my apartment. I'm not asking for your thoughts, I'm just thinking out loud in the darkness. Ooh, there's no point. From here It's the only thing that tells me I'm breathing. I lost you from the start. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was my heart broken. I can see the times coming just for you, for you. Someone said your heart is golden. All I got was mine.
Did the vision come together? I think it did. I'll have to play with it a little bit, kind of make it look like they all go together, like a bouquet, instead of just having this plume stick out. I want this to bend lower. Kind of like that. It's a little better. Yeah, I think I like it. I might even add some of my dried florals that I have left over just to fill out this bit. But for the most part, I think that looks good. Alright, now for the garland. I'm so excited for this. And I hope this encourages you if you've ever felt a little bit overwhelmed with the idea of being crafty for seasonal things. If you feel like it's too expensive and you can't make a vision come together without spending loads of money, I hope this encourages you to know that there are money-saving alternatives. I don't have a lot of money. I have a very, very, very small budget. Now, does it look like I got everything from Hobby Lobby or TJ Maxx? No, it looks like I got it from where I got it. But only if you look close. If you're far away, you just appreciate the pops of colors, you appreciate the decoration being there. And anybody who cares about you isn't gonna care where you got your decoration. They're just gonna be happy you invited them over when your place was clean. Says all my friends who have never been here because my place is never clean. Don't cut wire with your scissors unless you want to ruin them. I have found that out the hard way. All I did was cut the twine itself, and I'm bending the wire back and forth to make it brittle. It will snap eventually. No scissors were harmed in the making of this garland. Cute! That looks darling. Aw, I love that! Brightens up the whole corner. Hello loves, it's many days later. This painting took far longer than I had anticipated. I thought this would be a one evening project and it ended up taking me 3 days. And it's still not done. I didn't get near as much shading done as I wanted, so I'm not gonna lie to you, after this video goes up, I'll be going back and fiddling with it until it's perfect, because I'm not a perfectionist in any other part of my life, but I am in the things that I create, and I created this, so enough said. I'm absolutely loving how this cozy book nook is turning out so far. This quilt, by the way, is perfect. I stared at it and stared at it and stared at it, wanting it so badly, trying to find dupes on Facebook Marketplace, and I just couldn't find anything that came remotely close. So I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna get it. I'm just gonna get it because it's the thing I'm looking for anyway, and it's perfect. I've dressed up the corner with some books, an ABC Market candle, and some dried foliage to just spruce up this little corner of the room. I love how these flowers are brightening up this part of the loft. It just adds a little something, you know? Something that was missing. And then I may or may not be coming home from work with one more piece of decor. The plan is to replace this crocheted macrame piece and put this new decor piece here, let it hang. That's the plan anyway. I'll go to work and see if the item is still there, and I may or may not come home with one last piece of this book nook puzzle. So beyond pleased with it so far. It just feels complete now. Like the loft wasn't quite done as far as fall decor goes. I knew this corner needed something, and I think it's coming together. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below how you're liking this little book nook cozy makeover. Okay, you're crooked because there's really nowhere else I can put you where you can see. But I was able to get the decoration piece I mentioned earlier. Got it from my work, it was still there. You are ready. I'm so excited. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Look how darling. It's a quilted little wall hanging. Give you a close-up of all the colors. Isn't that gorgeous with all the warm tones? I just love it. I think I need to hang it right now. Okay, let's climb on my chair and hang this up. There we go. Is that straight? I think that's straight. That's straight. Ta-da! Isn't that so cute? That just makes the corner. Oh, I'm so in love. Got a quilt thing here, got a quilt thing there. It feels very quintessential fall right now. Never mind the fact that it's like 90 degrees outside. I love it. This is exactly what I was hoping for. I am so happy with how it turned out. I hope this goes to show that you don't really need to spend a lot in order to dress up a section of your home. Most of the things I purchased were thrifted from Dollar General or things I already owned and repurposed. For example, this little guy, he was on my kitchen table, and it's nice over there. I like that it's a set of 3, but I needed something over here. Instead of going out and buying something, I just utilized what I had. I also spaced out the stuff that I purchased. I didn't do it all at once on one singular paycheck. I did it in increments. Nothing says that you have to go out and buy everything all at once. I know decorating for any given season has a lot of consumerism in it, and not that wanting to buy new things and make your home feel fresh is a bad thing, because I don't think it is. But I believe that there are smart ways to go about it. For those of you who aren't crafty like I am, you don't have to do your own painting if you don't want to. There are plenty of options that you can find at Goodwill, thrift stores, or if you have a friend who is creative and has the capability to paint something, you can always ask them to paint it for you. That's what I'm finding about any kind of decorating task. It all comes down to creativity, not just with how you arrange everything, but what you choose to decorate with and how you go about sourcing those items. I like taking you along on these kinds of videos and giving you a behind the scenes of where I shop and why, because I think a lot of stores make you feel like those big conglomerate companies are the only ones you can purchase from. Those are the only places to get cute things. And I'm here to tell you that most of the cast-offs from last year's fall decorations end up at thrift shops anyway. I can't tell you how many things at Goodwill alone I found from Target, Hobby Lobby, places like that. They're just things that people decided to get rid of in lieu of new things, allowing you to purchase them for a much lower cost. My goal for this video was to make this corner of my loft into something cozy, perfect for reading, and I think I accomplished it. It feels very warm and inviting. Literally all I want to do right now is pick up one of these books I've stacked next to me and start reading. So I think with that note, I'm going to leave the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments. I'm really curious. What was your favorite low-cost, budget-friendly item that I sourced for my little loft corner? I don't know if I can give you a favorite. It's probably either my quilted blanket or my painting. I think those are my top favorites. Ooh, but this one though, the wall hanging, that's really cute too. I can't choose, it's like picking a favorite child. I hope this encouraged you to explore budget-friendly decorating this season and helped inspire you on some new ideas that you can incorporate in your own home. If you're new or a casual lurker who's stuck around but hasn't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you never miss a future video from me. I plan on doing quite a lot of autumn-themed videos this season, and I don't want you to miss out on any of them. Also, make sure that you're following me on Instagram. I'm planning to do a giveaway over there. I'll have to name it something different because if you type in giveaway, Instagram doesn't show it to anyone. So I want to make sure you can get in on that. I basically want to do a blind book date. There will be 3 winners. I'll handpick a pre-loved book for you, wrap it so you can't tell what it is, but I'll give a synopsis on the front, add in a few little goodies just for fun to give you something cozy to read for the autumn season, because we all know autumn is the perfect time to get cozy, get snuggly with a blanket and a hot drink and dive headfirst into an adventure. And don't worry, if you happen to not be on Instagram all that much, you can still follow me over there, but I will remind you on the community tab on this channel when the giveaway is happening so that you don't miss out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye.
Autumn comes too soon.